guys, it's Lena, and I'm here today to do a, what's it called? Cosmetic line review. And what happened was, me and the Blush Beauty about a couple of weeks ago did a video where we both used, sorry, I've been sick and my brain is completely gone to crap, and I'm filming a lot of videos today, so obviously this was well thought out, but we did a Get Ready With Me featuring products from the drugstore, mostly LA Colors, not drugstore, Dollar Tree. And I actually picked up a couple of extra things from like the Family Dollar and Dollar General because they carry a lot of LA Colors that the Dollar Tree does not carry. And unlike me, she did reviews in hers, and I didn't think to do that. So I figured, well, I have a lot of LA Color stuff, and I kind of preach some of their yayness all the time. So let me do a review of the stuff that I have. So let's get started. First off, we'll start on a high note. I have all of these shadows. They're the 3-pan ones with the flower names. This one is in Iris. This one is in Sunflower. I've had it for a while, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet. This one is in Orchid, another that I've had and haven't had a chance to use as much yet, at all. This one is in Magnolia. I have used that one, obviously. And this one is in Water Lily. Let me swatch Water Lily for you. And I do think that these, especially for $1, are very nicely pigmented. That pink there is not quite as pigmented as I like, but both those greens are like bam. But still, even the pink, you can build up nicely. I will say these are a little on the powdery side, but especially if you put down a base or a primer or both, they're great. And they're fine. And they're $1, and you can't hate on that. And you can get these at the Dollar Tree, although which ones they have change at random. You can get them at, and you can get them regularly at the Dollar General or Family Dollar. And they carry even more than I have, but like there's a black, white, and gray one that's really nice. Just haven't picked it up for whatever reason. They have a couple of other colors that I think I got rid of one once just because I couldn't figure out how to wear them together. So as you can see, most of these are kind of matched to where you can wear them together. There was one that had like a lime green, a blue, and either a pink or a purple, and I couldn't figure out how to wear them together, so I gave it away. Okay, next, a not so good one. It was the LA Colors Wet to Dry Cream Foundation in Light. And I think one of my problems with this was it is actually too light for me. It turned me white. And it's definitely, you definitely want to wet a sponge and use it. Yes. Does that look like it matches me? No, it does not. Now, as far as coverage goes, it's actually got decent coverage. Because I was able to put on enough to where it looked like at least all my face was one color. Not my color, but one color. They only seem to have these in like light, medium, and dark. And this is one that was only available at, I want to say Dollar General, but it could have been Family Dollar. I don't remember which one. This is one that I wouldn't recommend because I was on the hunt for a foundation that I could get really cheap because I wanted to at least stay with the spirit of the challenge that we were doing. But I don't even know if I can use this up because it is way too light for my freaking skin. I would not recommend that. I think it only comes in like 3 colors. Next, I have the LA Colors Loose Powder, also in light. Comes with a ton of product, and I think this is only like $3. It did come with this little powder puff that was utterly useless. It's kind of messy, but look, I got a swatch right there just from looking at it. I mean, this stuff goes everywhere. This, however, is not the same color as that powder is. It does do some like light coverage. I'm not a big fan of loose powders because you can't take them on the go with you. But as far as loose powders are concerned, this one certainly isn't that bad. If you need a loose powder for not a lot of money, you definitely get more than your fill here. And like I said, I think this was only about $2 to $3. So if you need something inexpensive, this will certainly fit the bill if you like loose powders. But the packaging's not so great because the powder does get everywhere. I will warn you about that. So make sure you lay something down every time you open it. Now for another product that I did absolutely hate, I wound up having to do something completely different for blush. These LA Colors blushes. This one is in pink blush. I've gotten ones in different colors. I can never get any stinking pigment off of these. And I know people that love them, and I don't get it. So, no, don't bother. Don't waste your dollar. I don't know if I just keep buying duds or what, but no. The next thing that I have is, I actually use this as a contour. So that does change my opinion slightly. It is the LA Colors Pressed Powder. I have this in tan. Oh, I forgot to mention. LA Colors is a cruelty-free company. Like, they have the little bunny on the back that people look for. All their stuff is cruelty-free, and I believe it is no, it is not made in the USA. It's made in China, so don't even... We can't get made in the USA, but it all is cruelty-free. So if that is something of your concern, you can get inexpensive makeup for cruelty-free. You can get cruelty-free, inexpensive makeup. Anyways, back to my contour. I got this in tan. This is obviously not my shade, but as far as a contour was concerned, just a slightly cool toned brown, or at least cool enough to work a believable contour with, because sometimes even on I have warm skin tones, but sometimes even I gotta go find something that's a little on the cool side. You do have to build it up a little bit, but I used this in my eyebrows back when I had red hair and as a contour. And I think it works really well for that. And if I could use it as a contour, I'm sure it works fine as an actual powder. That's just not what I used it for. Come in! The painter here, and he's giving me a few minutes to finish up. I have a co-host. Anyways, so next we have, is this the right one? No, that's not it. We have the LA Colors Jumbo Eye Pencil in Seashells, just like the Jordana one. I think this works really well as a base. Once it dries, it doesn't really move. I haven't tried the other colors in it. I've only used the white, so not a ton that I can say about that. But it is a good product. These you can only find at either Dollar General or Family Dollar. Like, they don't pop up at, whatchamacallit, the Dollar Tree. These do pop up at Dollar Tree. The loose powder does not. Next we have a LA Colors Auto Eyeliner in black. These are a little hard, but you can get a decent, I don't know, one swatch is like that. So they're not great, but they're okay. Wet n Wild makes better eyeliners, honestly, so I would say skip this. I'm saving some of the best for last. That's one thing. Oh, I got this concealer with the cream foundation. I hated the cream foundation. This is actually nice and smooth and fits my complexion enough to where I can use it. So if you could get this by itself, I would say buy it, but Mo. But because you got Mo! Stop. Sorry. Cranky baby. I don't know. I could almost say, if you need a concealer, buy this for the concealer. So, one thing that I was very surprised to find was that LA Colors has their own primer. Now it is white person flesh toned, so that's it right there. I would say that it's at least on par with the e.l.f. primers. I don't know, it worked well enough for me. It's about $3.25. I found it at not the Dollar Tree. So it was either Dollar General or Family Dollar. Stop it. But if you need it, and I think these are a little easier to get than necessarily e.l.f. because you got to order e.l.f. from online, or maybe you look up and either your Walgreens or your Target carries them. But if you have a Family Dollar or Dollar General near you, you can look for this instead. And it is admittedly a good size amount of product. Now, I saved some of the best, I think, for last. And that is the lipsticks. I used to have some of their lip crayons that are decent for $1, but I actually gave them away. Because I have things that I like, Mo, that are better. But if you want if you want a lip crayon that bad, they have a red, a pink, it is like a baby doll pink, a coral, and a nude. I still have the nude, but I don't know where it's at right now. They're decent. I did a review on them that I will link down below so you can actually see what they look like. I didn't have the nude then, but I had the other 3. Anyways, here I have 2 of their lipsticks in the old packaging and one in the new packaging, but I think the formula is pretty much the same. This one is in Luscious Wine. Just a deep berry red. This one is in Berry Red. Just your classic red. And my one in the new package is in Frozen Berries. And that is it right there. I don't understand if anything is different other than the packaging, but on the old ones it says vitamin E and aloe vera in there. So I assume they wouldn't take that out, but they're decent lipsticks for $1 and they're decently pigmented. They have some decent lasting power. And I saved the absolute best and also the absolute worst, and I will explain that in a second, for last. It's these LA Colors lipstick and lip gloss duos. I have 4, but I think they make either 6 or 8. And the worst is these lip glosses. Don't use them. They suck. As a matter of fact, you can twist them around and kind of remove them. And honestly, I suggest doing that and throwing the lip gloss away. And the only thing I keep them around for is because they have the shade colors on them. This one is in Charmed, and I actually wore this in that Get Ready With Me. Here it is right here. This one is in Flushed. Just that pinky red color. Really pretty. This one is in Sensual. Much more bright pink. And this last one is in Pleasure. This is the one that made me fall in love with these because it was the first one I ever bought. Bright coral. These have amazing lasting power. Not with the lip gloss, just alone. Because they're basically matte. They have some sheen to them, but they definitely lean more on the matte side. So the main things that I would totally recommend are the lipstick lip gloss duos, although don't use the lip gloss, they suck. The 3-color eyeshadows. And if you're in need of an inexpensive primer, I would totally recommend the primer and the jumbo eye pencil. Using these together will make your eyeshadow stay put really well. Oh, there's one more thing that I hated. It's this LA Colors mascara in purple. Looks nice in purple on here. It's goopy. It didn't turn my eyelashes too purple. I would pass. So I would definitely pass on the cream foundation, the blush, the eyeliner, that mascara, and the things that I would say you just kind of need to try out and see if they work for you are these lipsticks, both the powders. I wish you could get this by yourself because I think it's really nice. And they do make other mascaras that I haven't tried yet. Like, they have this mascara, the LA Colors Bold Lash Mascara that I just haven't had a chance to open yet. So I can't give a recommendation on that one way or another, but I'm looking forward to trying it, and I would definitely review it when I do. Because while they don't carry it at the Dollar Tree anymore, I've still seen it at Family Dollar and Dollar General, so you can still get it. Anyways, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you later. Bye!